Toy Story Descent. It started with a file labeled ts1994_reels_masterfinal.mov, found on a long-forgotten Pixar server that had been unearthed during a data migration project. The file wasn't documented in any production logs, and none of the archived metadata could verify its origin. It had no runtime, no description, just a name: Descent. Opening scene. The film began with a still frame of Andy's room, but something was off. The colors were muted, like a sun-faded photograph. Dust hung in the air unnaturally, and none of the toys moved for a full 45 seconds. When Woody finally stirred, his animation was jerky, degraded. He walked toward the window and peered outside, but there was no neighborhood, only a vast, endless gray ocean. Buzz stood by the closet. "It's time, Woody," he said, without his usual cadence. It wasn't Tim Allen's voice. It was something deeper, ancient. A voice that felt too large to come from the small plastic body. Falling through. The scene suddenly glitched. Woody turned and looked directly at the screen. "You should not be watching this." He began to flicker violently before collapsing into a pile of limbs. Buzz didn't react. Instead, he turned to the rest of the toys and began reciting star charts and deep-sea pressure measurements, his wings expanding and twisting like tendrils. Jessie screamed. The screen went black. The tape within the tape. A new scene began, an underwater shot. Except it wasn't animated. It was real, grainy documentary footage of the Marianas Trench. A deep, guttural humming could be heard beneath the static. Then, as if synced perfectly, Buzz's voice returned. "Where I come from, light has never touched. Time has no form. And you? You are already part of me." A silhouette of something worm-like, coiled around a sunken vessel, emerged for only a few frames. Bo Peep's role. In the next sequence, Bo Peep was shown whispering to the other toys. Her porcelain was cracked. She held a sewing needle and thread in one hand, and something she called Buzz's gift in the other. A small black glass orb that seemed to pulse with internal movement. "He only wants the eyes," she murmured. "He sees through us, sees into us. We are the lenses for his hunger." She began plucking the button eyes from the toys, Rex, Ham, even the potato heads, and feeding them to Buzz, who by now had elongated limbs and no visible face. His helmet had shattered, revealing a chasm filled with shifting, translucent bristles like those of a deep-sea polycate. Psychological collapse. The screen began to split. Literally, two simultaneous timelines played out. In one, Andy's room burning in slow motion, flames licking up walls of unnaturally flexible plastic. In the other, Buzz writhing in an abyssal trench, absorbing corrupted versions of the toys. The most disturbing aspect was the emotional tone. The film induced an overwhelming sense of guilt, like you had done something terribly wrong by watching it. Woody's final line before he dissolved into ash. "He was never a toy. He was always the abyss in disguise." End credits. The credits rolled over a still shot of Andy's empty room. No toys. No sunlight. Just a single message. "You saw this because he let you. He is not fiction. He remembers your eyes." After the credits, my screen went black. Then my webcam light flickered on for 2 seconds. It hasn't turned on since.